Listen to me. If there was a wise man who would ever think of this, they would say in order to be superior to the man, you've got to be the man.
For I am the man himself.
Once again, how you guys all doing once again on this Thursday evening. This is the Club of the Man 1993. For the second time tonight, I'm on a roll getting caught up here. This is my review of last night's episode of AEW Dynamite, the July 26, 2023 edition. It took place in Albany, New York. And this episode was good. But I gotta kind of follow up from something that our good friend Just Alex talked about in his review. And I do agree. This is one problem I still kind of have with AEW. So today is July 27th, right? August 27th is 1 month away. And what is happening on August 27th? It is a big show, no pun intended, one of the biggest shows of all time. One of the biggest moments that AEW has to capitalize big time on. Because a 90,000 seat stadium, already has, I think, 75,000, I think, tickets sold already. Happening in 1 month from today. And there isn't a single match announced yet. Ugh. It's not really a good thing. It kind of... And that's the one problem I'm still going to give AEW gripe about. They wait forever to make their pay-per-view matches official. Now, I get it, there was other things that happened, like we just had Blood and Guts. Next week is Dynamite 200, the 200th episode of Dynamite. I can't believe it's only been 200 episodes. I thought it would be more than that. But a lot of these feuds they're doing on TV is more so building towards, like, those specials. And none of them feel like they're building towards All In. Or even also All Out, because they're still, for some reason, doing that. Which I don't get why. So, although there's stories going on, there's stuff that's interesting. Again, I'm intrigued with the stuff that's still with Adam Cole and MJF. Interesting stuff happened there. I am more and more liking what they're doing with Jack Perry. Yes, he's officially no longer Jungle Boy. He is the FTW champion, Jack Perry. And a few other things. But, again, it's like, we're that close to All In. And it still doesn't feel like it, because they're still kind of, like, putting that on the back burner and focusing on all these other big specials. That's not really the wisest thing to do. Like, they should at least have, like, one big match by now, like, hyped up, like, really gravitating your attention. Like, you want to sell out Wembley Stadium. You don't want to do, like, 80 or 90%. You want to sell the whole thing out. You want to make a statement. You want to have a moment that really gets AEW to take off, that really pressures the WWE to get things right. You gotta be getting some matches official. Because, I mean, okay, yes, there's something interesting going on with MJF and Adam Cole. But, like, Toni Storm really doesn't have an opponent right now. She wasn't even on the show. They had Britt Baker again, for some reason, have a match with Taya Valkyrie, which was good, don't get me wrong, but is Britt Baker going to be the one to fight in London? And also, like, where's Chris Statlander? Where's Saraya? Where's Ruby Soho? Where's where's the direction for All In? We're 1 month away, and it just doesn't feel like things are like steering in that direction. Again, like the past couple pay-per-views been that way. Like they're not announcing matches till like the last second, and it's kind of like I can kind of see why some people aren't as hyped for the show, because again, we don't know what's happening. Like the build for the stories are good, but a show like this just shows that they feel more geared towards something like upcoming on Dynamite instead of something upcoming at the pay-per-view. So, we'll talk about the show. Again, it was still good. But this is a show where it kind of hit me like, okay, it's good, but it's like, can we at least get that direction for All In? I mean, All Out may have to wait till after All In, because some of the fallout from All In will probably lead to matches for All Out. But, again, it's like, why aren't we, like, you know, like saying, hey guys, 4 weeks away till All In, and it's like, they don't have a single match with a clear direction yet. Which is strange. But, we'll talk about this. Let's roll with it. The show opened up with... Now, one thing I really liked about the show was it felt like they were establishing a new star. They had a international championship match with Orange Cassidy and AR Fox, who has been seen at times tag teaming with like Top Flight. He definitely has some potential. And I think he had a match this past Friday at Ring of Honor's Death Before Dishonor. I didn't watch it, but I heard it was a solid show. And he put on, I thought, a solid breakout performance against Orange Cassidy. It seemed to be like a friendly thing. And also, what I like too was before the match, they had like a video package showing some history with Darby Allin and AR Fox. Kind of like Darby Allin endorsing AR Fox a little bit. Which, you know, again, cool. And what was interesting, though, was that, again, Orange Cassidy got the victory with the mousetrap. Afterwards, out of respect, Cassidy gave AR Fox his sunglasses. But then when Cassidy turned away, AR Fox crushed him and lays him out with a forearm. And he turned heel. And, of course, he seemed like, you know, shocked that he did that. But at the same time, of course, he obviously wasn't, like, you know, fully, like, sorry for it. And then Darby Allin, he came out and he's like, hey, what'd you do that for? I just put you over and this is what you do? Again, like I said, take away what I said before about what this show was missing, but this was kind of a breakout, like a coming out party, like a breakout performance by AR Fox. So he's gaining a little bit of a direction, which is cool, seeing a fresh face do that. We saw more of him later. And again, the whole idea with Darby Allin telling the story here about how he put him over and then he goes off and does this could lead to a match between the two of them. Maybe at All In or All Out. We'll see. Like a nice, you know, like low card match to give AR Fox some momentum. I'm for it. We have that, but then of course after AR Fox leaves, Jon Moxley comes out and lays out Orange Cassidy. And then basically that sets up problem for a future match with Orange Cassidy and Jon Moxley. Okay, we'll see how that goes. I think we've gotten that match since the beginning days of Dynamite. Because I don't think we've gotten that really since before Orange Cassidy was even established. But then we have another interview with Chris Jericho and Don Callis. And Don Callis is again hyping up the interest of the fans of Chris Jericho joining the Don Callis family. And he feels like they have to give us something. No pressure, but I did arrange a dream tag match with Jericho teaming with Konosuke Takeshita. And Jericho's like, okay, I'm going to give it a try. But then he says that his opponents will be Daniel Garcia and Sammy Guevara. And Jericho's like, I gotta fight my friends? And then Don smooth talks to him about how he said they need to step up the next level. Jericho agrees. And then Don reveals a work of art he's commissioned also, which basically, it was a promo they cut with Bad News Allin. It reminded me a little bit of like the creation of Chris and Kevin, like that painting from the Festival of Friendship. But we'll see. Of course, obviously, again, they're having these interactions where the JAS are like, we're appreciating you, but yet you're going to leave us for Don Callis. So again, I don't know if this is going to lead to a feud with the Blackpool Combat Club and the JAS. Because again, remember, they were teasing a feud with Chris Jericho and Sammy Guevara. Could that maybe be leading to this? And then I also heard a rumor, apparently a rumored match for Allin is Chris Jericho and Will Ospreay. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see where this goes. As I keep saying. We got a vignette for Hook. Of course, since he lost the FTW title last week. Blackpool Combat Club give a PSA saying, don't play with fire and don't mess with the Blackpool Combat Club. Claudio says the beating he gave Pac was just the beginning. He couldn't even take it like a man. John Mox goes up and says, if anybody else out there thinks they're the coolest cat in the room, they should stay in their lane or get hurt. Basically why he attacked Orange Cassidy. We got Jack Perry then coming out. Tony Schiavone is there to interview him. He says he wasn't talking about the FTW title when he said he was going to win a title. And it was created in a second-class company full of scumbags like all of us. But as soon as he put his hands on it, this title became the real deal. Because he's that damn good. He's the greatest wrestler to get within 100 feet of it. And he'd run circles around Taz and all those dirtbag friends back in the day. Then enters Jerry Lynn, which apparently he's from ECW. I don't watch ECW, so I didn't know who he was. But he basically said that ECW paved the way for all guys today. And if you keep up your attitude, you're going to get your ass kicked. And then Jack's like, ha ha ha. And who's going to do that? Well, Jerry drops the mic and Jack's like, no. I ain't dressed for a fight. Even though he's wearing shorts and a shirt that he can include fight in that says, I beat Hook. But he says, not tonight, but maybe next week. See what happens. So Jack leaves, and yeah, we're going to see him and Jerry Lynn stand off again. Not sure what this is leading to, but okay then. Britt Baker's being interviewed backstage, saying she's surprised Taya Valkyrie called her out on Twitter, but she's excited for a first-time match against an opponent she truly respects and admires. But she'll win when they have the match later on. Pac then took on Gravity, who I'm hearing had a good match against Commander at Ring of Honor Death Before Dishonor. Thought he looked pretty good here against Pac. Don't really know him too well. But Pac does get the victory, hitting an avalanche brainbuster and then transforming it into the Brutalizer. So it's a victory. Okay. Again, I guess he is back because he was gone for a while with that nose injury, but that's why he was gone. But, okay. See what's next for Pac. Then we also have some footage we've seen as they hype up the tag title match this coming Saturday on Collision between FTR and Better Than You, Bebe's Adam Cole, and MJF. So first see Renee interviewing Cole and MJF. MJF talks trash about FTR. and basically has nothing good to say. Then basically was saying something about how they were at the pinnacle of their careers. He also said some line where they got to spit out CM Punk's strap or something like that, which of course got a good crowd reaction. But after MJF talks trash, Cole then cuts him off and says, this tournament has become more about championships. It's become about friendship for him. And he wants MJF to know that last week, he was not trying to steal the title off of him. He was going to be giving it to him. Because MJF's not just become a friend. He's not just a close friend, but he's become one of his best friends. And I'm like, whoa! One of his best friends. Oh man, Adam, you're really opening the door here now. And he really means that. And then MJF, like, you know what? I've been thinking, Adam. On Saturday, whether we win, we lose, or draw, I'm going to give you a rematch for the world title. Because he knows how much it means to him. And of course, Adam Cole is shocked. But then, here comes neck-braced Roderick Strong again. Comes out of nowhere and shoves MJF. And they start yelling at each other. And Adam's trying to keep peace. And he asks Max for a moment to talk with Roddy. And Cole says, Roddy, I love you like a brother. But you're acting crazy and possessive. And pushing him away. And he has other friends. And Roddy needs to trust him. And then Strong grabs his arm as he walks away. And Cole shrugs him off saying, boundaries, Roddy. And then he's like, I'm your friend. No, he's about to start crying. But yeah, Roderick Strong is trying to get Adam Cole to realize, who you're messing with here. Like, this whole idea of him getting another title shot could just be a setup. Because although he has worked great with MJF, can you truly trust MJF? We'll have to wait and see. But that thing that MJF was literally giving Cole another shot at the world title. We'll see what he has up his sleeve. I am interested to see, of course. But of course, we have the match on Saturday, which I will watch this week's episode of Collision. And of course, as long as nothing happens like I did the other week, I will do a review on that show. Darby Allin and Swerve Strickland had a match. It was a great match. Two guys from Seattle. Fallout, I think, from whenever Swerve cost him the match, their spot in the Eliminator tournament. It was a great match. Great chemistry between the two of them as well. I feel like they wrestled before when Swerve was also a face. But some great counters. But then a hooded figure attacked Darby, which allowed Swerve to get the victory with the JML driver. And afterwards, the hooded man revealed himself to be no one other than AR Fox, who helped Swerve win, and he beat down Darby Allin and Nick Wayne. And Prince Nana gives AR Fox his embassy shirt, and AR Fox, I guess, is part of the Mogul Embassy now. Okay? I mean, I thought maybe he was going to get a singles push, but he's part of Swerve's crew now. Okay, we'll see how that goes. Again, like I said, Swerve as a heel with a group is awesome. But I'm going to reiterate this also again, too. When the heck are we finally going to get Swerve Strickland and Keith Lee? They were building towards it again, and then they stopped again. Like, they've been broken up since when? Like, last November? Like, that should have been a match at Revolution. Why do we keep pushing it back? Is something going on with Keith Lee's health again? Because, again, I've always still been concerned about him with his health since he came back after all those health issues he had before he got released from WWE. I just don't get why they keep putting it off. But hopefully all in or all out. If not, then we're kind of getting annoyed. Like, okay, like we should have done this by now. We should have done this ages ago. But yeah, AR Fox, who was like the breakout star of this show, is now the Mogul Embassy. Again, it could still lead to a match with Darby and Fox at a pay-per-view, which I like to see. So, we'll see. Renee Paquette then interviews the JAS. And then Chris Jericho gets there and he welcomes them all into his office. And they see the painting that Don Callis gave him earlier. Ty Conchi is one of the people who are there. And he asks Ty, how's the baby doing? And she's like, the baby's great. What's going on with you? Cool Hand Ange says, this whole crew means the world to all of them. And he thinks it means the same to him. But they're not so sure anymore. Anna Jay then steps up and says, Chris is being selfish because they spent all this time appreciating him. But he hasn't returned the favor. So until he does, just like Jake Hager, they won't give him 100%. And then everybody starts walking out. And then Matt Menard tells him to figure it out real quick. And then we got a recap from Collision. And I didn't get to watch it, but apparently, after Trio's tag title match with the House of Black, I guess again, the House of Black, and the Acclaimed, afterwards, Billy Gunn took his boots off, left him in the ring. And even the Acclaimed went, what's going on here? Was that a retirement from Billy Gunn? That might be something that gets addressed on Collision on Saturday as well. We'll see. We had the match with Britt Baker and Taya Valkyrie. It was a good match. I want to know what they're doing with Taya Valkyrie, though. Because she's been losing a lot since she came into AEW. Like, what's the plan with her? Like, are they turning her heel? Or, like are they going to have her join the Outcasts? Which, wouldn't hurt to do so. Or unless they want to keep her as an original, since she really wasn't in WWE for that long. 2 months and barely got anything. But they had a pretty good competitive match. But then Britt Baker wins with a lockjaw. Again, why they're giving Britt 2 weeks in a row of wins, but nothing from the champ Tony Storm and nothing from Chris Statlander either. Like, where the heck's Chris been? When's the last time she was on TV? But then we also get a dual promo as we're going to get Hikaru Shida and Nyla Rose, which apparently they're going to be fighting for a number one contendership for a title shot. Like, we've seen this match how many times, but okay. I mean, I guess you could do Shida and Tony Storm, but I guess does this mean you're not going to be doing Tony Storm and Jamie Hayter in London? I don't know. I don't know what's happening, but that's happening on Rampage tomorrow. Also, we get a promos for a Battle Royale happening, I think, either on Rampage or Dynamite next week. And the winner will face the winner of FTR and Better Than Me, Bay to get a tag title match. But is that for next week? I think it was happening on... I'm not sure when... Hold on. Yeah, I was confused. I got a I tried to text and I'm all confused now. Anyways, but Battle Royale, sorry. So again, I don't know when they're gearing for these matches. If this is going to be something for All In, but then again, it was like, even if any of those teams win it, like, is it that worthy of being an all-in match? Like, honest truth, and here's what I will say. What I kind of want to see happen, I kind of want to see MJF and Adam Cole win the titles on Saturday and have the rematch at All In. Drop the titles there, and then they do the world title match at All Out. I kind of want to see that happen. But we'll have to wait and see. And then there was a random triple threat match. Oh yeah, we also got hype up for Collisions. We're going to be getting another match with Buddy Murphy and Andrade El Idolo. I think it's a ladder match with Andrade's mask on the line, I guess it is. Okay, that should be good when we see it on Saturday. And the main event was a triple threat match. Best Friends, Blackpool Combat Club, and the Lucha Bros in a triple threat match. Random. It was fun. Lucha Bros, though, win, and Blackpool Combat Club and Best Friends start brawling, and the Lucha Bros get in the middle of it and eat it from both teams, and then we ran out of time. So I don't know what that was supposed to do. Again, they only brought up one interesting fact, that it was that Blackpool Combat Club lost again because they lost the Blood and Guts match also. But I'm kind of like not sure what that was about. But that was Dynamite. Again, it was a good show. Again, it's just the builds to starting to confuse me. Like, the stories are good. But again, like, is this a build towards another episode of Dynamite? Towards All In? All Out? Like, what's the story? Like, where's the end point? Like I said earlier, they do need to start feeling like it's steering towards All In. That's the show that they have to really focus on. Especially if they want it to sell out. But we'll see what happens in the coming weeks. We'll see if Saturday if they even start gearing something towards All In. We'll see. But I'll give this week's show a B. It was still good. It was just again, like I said, just the build was not clear. Again, I did love, of course, what they did with AR Fox. They basically made him a new name to watch. Again, Swerve had a great match against Darby. Again, I still thought the segments with Adam Cole and MJF was entertaining. Again, even Britt and Taya had a good match. I just don't get what the point of it was. Of why they keep giving Britt more TV time and all the other women nothing. Which also, right after Britt won, they showed a sign in the audience that said, "Book the women's division better." Ouch. And I'm surprised they allowed the cameras to show that on live TV. I don't know if anybody else caught that or whatnot, but... So yeah, still good stuff. It's just, where's the end result actually for all this? So, we'll see. Could be All In. Could be All Out. We'll have to find out. So that does it, guys, for both my reviews tonight. And glad to see for once I get them both done before SmackDowns tomorrow. And we'll go from there. Also, make sure to check out, I finally got back also to the Wolfenstein Let's Play for Wolf Bell 1. So I uploaded those videos last night. Last night, and I published them this morning before I left for work. And again, I am going to post a poll. Should I keep my Twitter, or should I drop it and go to Threads? What do you guys think? You guys leave your thoughts down, of course, about this episode of Dynamite and all other things. Leave your thoughts down in the comments section below. And be sure, as always, to slap a like on the video and subscribe for more content on my channel. Follow me on Twitter at TheClubWithTheMan93. And also follow me on TikTok and Instagram at TheClubWithTheMan1993. Make sure also to check out my recent posting of my WWE Worst Matches of All Time 2023 edition. Again, I want to heavily get that one advertised out there. And yeah, till then, guys, I'm checking out. I'll catch you guys all later. And do not forget, in order to be superior to the man, you've got to be the man. And for I am the man himself. And that's just not an opinion. That's a fact of life. Yeah!